It's like specializing in winter dresses in Nigeria. You run bankrupt from the day you started. There's a wrong solution brought into the right place. So imported content can't help us. Imported content in our education system won't help us. Help me ring this to NUC, ring it to federal government. It won't help. It hasn't helped. We were left to train to be workers, not leaders. And then we swallow all of that content, running with it. What then is the value of formal education and change of degrees that provide no solution? Nothing. Our forefathers, without any formal education, succeeded in providing solutions to their needs, including identifying crops for farming, knowing how to prepare food that is edible and healthy, invented their own farming implement, built their own weapons of war to defend their territories. We have a very rich culture. We shouldn't dump what we have for what they brought. Shouldn't. We must recognize that knowledge is a solution platform for all issues of life, whether as a nation, as individuals. Like the Bible will say, you will know the truth, and the truth will make you free. We must have the effort to review the content of our training package to address the needs of the hour in this part of the world. We have a very rich history of problem solving, as gallantly displayed by our forefathers. That was well said. We must therefore leverage on this to deal with issues confronting us from our intellectual armories, that is, our educational institutions. I still want to believe that providing indigenous solutions is the only way to go, and that without apology. All the animals in the wild provide their solutions where they are found. They don't get visas to travel, yet their kingdom keeps expanding. They solve their health problems where they were. But the slightest headache now, I'm going to Germany. You get that, say, sit down, you can't go now till 10 years' time. You know why? The pressure on your finger has gone up. They say, it has spread here, and it's spreading here. Wait. It's marketing. Most of the time, common sense suspended. Common sense suspended. If you see the kind of training people are going for, you will laugh. Going for training on how to prepare tea. Tea that I prepare for myself all my life, reality for myself. Okay, would they put it in a tube? No. You now sit down and say, what happened? Well, just to let you know, the protocols of preparing tea and serving people in the conference, and serving people, What we don't want, we don't watch. What we don't resist has a right to remain. And what we won't confront, we cannot conquer. It's time to take full-scale responsibility in reviewing our educational content so we can move forward. Every challenge of life, on the path of life, is a test that must be passed. To experience a change of class, that is a change of story. We have problems. There are challenges. we must quickly start looking for how to pass it. Passing the buck is not the way to go. Let each one take position. I believe what makes a great leader is not capacity, but capacity utilization. It's key to the future we desire. As we all know, no one can write tests on behalf of another, and no one can delegate another to write an exam for him. Everything that we secure one's change of story cannot be delegated. And this is what we have continued to do in this part of the world till date. Can I say this? 25 years running, we have not suffered power outage on this ground. 25 years. 25 years running, water has never dried up from our pipes. Who told you it cannot be done? You can't be committed and not be creative. You can't be creative and not be productive. You can't be productive and not be successful at what you engage with. And you can't grow your success and not become impactful. It's time to develop indigenous solutions to our problems. Somebody from China will come and solve problem with power for you. How? The more you remain in it, the better for them. I'm saying, to his glory, 25 years running, people who live here, there are people who have been here since that time, there is no one day that power went off, whether from main grid or minor grid. Power has been consistent. Today, Covenant University draws largely from the concept of unapologetic departure from the traditional content of education to secure her place in the world of university education. We should be able to tell ourselves, look, you have what it takes to deal with issues. We have what it takes to make Nigeria a great nation. And it's not just people in political leadership. It's much more people in educational institutions where solutions will be provided. Push it out. Let the people know we have thinking people in some quarters who are able to address issues on a consistent basis. Have columns, perhaps intellectual arms. Keep developing concepts and principles that they will be forced to listen to because the world is reading it and they know the world is reading it and will measure them on it. No sportsman can delegate his role in the field of sport. And a great coach never makes it a star. It's the commitment, the dedication, determination of the player that determines who becomes a star. It's time for Africa to fly again. It's time for Africa to fly again. It's time for Africa to fly again. Now listen. It is by light and insight that men fly. Arise, shine, your light is come. And who are these that fly as a cloud? It's time to put on our wings and tell ourselves, no race or color or geographical location has the monopoly of knowledge. Knowledge creation is every human opportunity. You have an idea, bring it forth. Let's see how you have tested the idea and now it has worked. We have never borrowed as a mission or as an institution. Mismanagement is behind uncontrollable, uncheckered debt. I brought out a data sometimes back, it must have been proved. 449 billion naira is spent annually or monthly on recharge cards in Nigeria. Lose life. Pay as you go. Don't think. I'll be very surprised if up to 20% of that is on business, but on pleasantries. We have waited enough, and we have wasted enough. It's time to come away and begin to work at the changes we desire.